on that pick. It's going to be very difficult to get to that back line, and if he doesn't land the Q, or even if he does, there's still a bird to stop you. But again, potentially for the last time today, use those hashtags, tweet at LOL Esports using DEU in or MOU, and we'll be checking in on what you think in-game. It's definitely not all the eggs in that basket, as there is Anivia in the mid lane, flash backwards from Xioh. The flash thrust lands onto him with the frostbite as well. The flash in from Dan, lands the Q onto Sencux, looks for the follow-up, the hop onto Dan, and that's first blood over to Beansu, looking for another kill onto Sencux. Doesn't have his passive pop just yet.
To control the dragon better to start the game off. It seems like whoever gets the first dragon seems to just snowball the dragon count. Reasons is Sencux, after having cleared out mid lane, he is set on 1,700 gold right now.
No doubt their next proactive move will be around that. Xioh trying to get to the Sanctuary of his turret here. Beansu is now coming onto that Sundisk as well. Obvious is dropping very low. Mountain knocks him away, but actually enough damage from Xioh's red buff that came over there to finish him off. Beansu jumps over the wall, has the Gnar, but actually great juke by Wunderwear, using the Twisted Advance to make himself invulnerable.
Just your AD carry right now, who is fairly well farmed. Hasn't actually died. They may have caught Xioh. Long Twisted Advance.
And he gets knocked back into the team. There's the combo coming in from Mountain onto Nisbeth. We'll be getting the Monsoon to disengage. Dan coming back into the fight. Beansu now jumps over the wall, but he doesn't have the Gnar bar charged up, and he's just a squishy mini Gnar. He will be jumping over the wall, gets tagged by the Arcane Shift on the way out. The Arcane Shift, the Arcane Smash coming in from Wunderwear. So no casualties, but the Dragon will go over to Dignitas. And that will stall the 5th dragon from MOUSE if that was their objective this game.
Vision control against a team that doesn't have good vision control, that is a big pain point.
Old lead, actually not even slight, around 4,000 gold. They have the extra 2 towers. They're continually sieging in Dignitas. Dan looking for a play onto Wunderwear as well. Or rather, Wunderwear's just kind of there. And Obvious now goes for the engage as well, try and save his ally, but Maokai's just going to die. I'm not entirely sure what Wunderwear was doing behind them. He didn't teleport there. Yeah, the Living Artillery was onto the Dragon to try and force the issue. There's the Crystallize coming up to wall MOUSE off. Dan is by himself in the pit. Here comes the teleport in by Beansu. Mountain goes for the engage, gets a knock-up onto Obvious. That's a Dragon going over for MOUSE, the 4th one for them in this game. But Obvious is down, and Dignitas just needs to get out of here. Beansu trying to get in range, trying to build up that Gnar bar. Looking for the ultimate to drag someone back into his team. There's the talisman for the disengage from Dignitas on thruster targets. Don't want to stay frosty in this situation. Jump over the wall. Obvious does not get the steal, and he will be going down as he flashes over that one. There's the wall coming up, and Beansu. That's a lot of damage coming in from Kobbe. He's been farming all game. He's sat on 3 items. Comes from Dan, Mountain. In fact, the whole team of MOUSE just went for Baron and took it because they have Aspect and they can do what they want. Sencux has been tagged up, and a Q here from Dan. Looking for a potential engage. The Janna will be prolonging this for a little bit longer. In comes the teleport by Beansu. He's going to be back at full HP. Sencux comes into the bottom lane to try and secure this. Make sure that tower stays up. The middle inhibitor goes down. MOUSE are using their buffs and they're just trying to close this game out. Cannon minion, and he will take this tower for you. And meanwhile, in the top lane, Dan has found Obvious. He's going to get bounced into the Emperor's Divide as well. Still has the Q. Will he go full Lee Syndrome? Not today. The top turret is dropping very low. It will go down. MOUSE are still pushing in. Sedrion is healthy, so is Mountain. Dan's a little bit low. Sencux can't quite get the burst down. Jumps forward, tries to get the execute into Xioh. Looks for the flash thrust. It will be flashed away by Xioh in the bot lane. Beansu is going ham against Wunderwear. Obvious will have to go back to base to try and contest this. And they have to go for this Hail Mary. As you mentioned, Stress, Wunderwear is into the back line. Maybe a little too early on the trigger. And that's a great Emperor's Divide splitting up the team. Everyone's going to wall each other off. Mountain coming in from the left-hand side is able to get the CC down. That's the kill onto Wunderwear. The headshot comes through. Lives up to its name. Nisbeth, Sencux, and Kobbe are just trying to get out, but super minions are streaming in for every single lane, and I don't even think they can clear out the minions here, Stress.
I don't think they can. This is too much in front of them to actually deal with. Team Dignitas are just getting sieged down by a million minions right now.
The floodgates have opened. MOUSE are going to close out this game. It was slow, it was decisive, it was methodical, but in this 4th game, MOUSE will even up the series 2-2-2.